A female correctional officer, 26 years old, goes to work at 6 a.m. and sets off the metal detector. A very alert female correctional officer brings her to the side and does a pat search. She feels something very large on the body of the correctional officer and asks her what that is, and she said, "I'm on my period, that's a menstrual pad." Well, the correctional officer thought that's an awfully large pad, and they took her into another area and did another pat search, and then they discovered that she was carrying, wrapped in a towel, 9 cell phones with batteries that she was going to smuggle into the prison. This is why we see social media with inmates all the time from within the prison. Hi, I'm Gary York, True Prison Stories. Please subscribe if you like this video. Yes, it really hurts. It really hurts to see these stories, month after month, that we have officers smuggling these phones into the prison. And, you see these inmates on social media from in their cells, showing off their contraband, showing off their drugs, showing off their tattoos on Facebook from within the prison, and people go, "My God, how could that happen?" Well, and then you have this happen. Female correctional officer smuggling in 9 cell phones and a battery in a giant diaper, and then acting like it's no big deal. This is sickening. And here's the thing that I believe. She's been doing this for quite a while. Because if you're bold enough to come through a metal detector with a big towel wrapped around your private parts, carrying 9 cell phones and batteries, you've done this before, though. I don't believe this is the first time. I would think Charlotte Correctional Institution, now that they've caught her with the 9 cell phones, they need to interrogate her and find out what's going on. Hopefully they'll find out her connections in there. Hopefully they'll find out who she's dealing with, and maybe she'll cooperate for a lesser sentence. She's got 9 charges of introduction of contraband. Thank goodness they charged her for each cell phone, and that's good. So she's got 9 felony charges placed on her now for introduction of contraband into a prison, and that's what we want. Don't just slap them on the hand, take their certificate away, and let them go home. Then they don't give a darn. They'll go find somewhere else to work. They'll work for UPS or something. But no offense against UPS, but I've seen it happen where they actually get jobs at UPS, and they say how happy they are, and you're looking at somebody that committed a crime happy with a new job, and we don't want them to be happy. If they're going to smuggle these things into inmates and risk honest officers' lives, we want them to be charged with a felony, and we want the state attorney to prosecute. So I would hope that they do a deep, thorough investigation, try to get her to talk, try to get her to give away some people on the street, because some people on the street are connected too. Some of the family from the inmates, friends of the inmates, they're connected. And maybe we can catch some more off of this. I want to say big thank you to the officer, the female officer that caught this. She was doing her job. She was on the ball. That's what an honest officer does. That is what we have to do, unfortunately. That's why we have these checkpoints coming into the prison with the metal detector and the wand and the clear bag so we can check your property. We have to police each other, unfortunately. And thank you for a great bust to the officer that did this and caught her. Great job. You probably saved some lives. You may have saved an escape. You may have saved some drugs from coming into prison, because we know they use these phones to do all their drug organization deals. They use these phones to get together escape plans and help with escapes. They use these phones to put hits on people on the street and in the prison. So thank you. Great job on catching this, I can't call her a correction officer, catching this felon who just happened to be wearing a correctional officer uniform and smuggling these phones in. So, when people see these inmates doing their social media from inside the prison, And you say, how could this be? How could this be? Well, this is one way. Other ways are through drop-off points by visitors dropping things off on the outside of the prison, and they're picked up by inmate orderlies and people on outside work squads and brought in, hidden within the paint cans or the plumbing cans or the electrical things that on all these work squads. They have many different ways of hiding the contraband right in with the equipment as they go back from the outside of the prison to the inside of the prison with the work squad equipment. So that's why we have to check that equipment very well also, but that's another topic. So these guys that are on social media laughing it up, let's bust them all, and let's try to keep this down. And good work, officer, at Charlotte. Thank you very much.